Hey guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reese and this is episode 7 of the Chunk Challenge. Bit of a weird start, don't you think? You like it? This is my new base. No, not really. A bit of a backstory there. I had made a boo-boo. I did a stream not too long ago. Hopefully you're seeing a little video now of what happened. I placed a bed outside of the chunk. Yeah, so this is, I didn't want to cut my stream shy and spend the rest of the stream trying to get my stuff together. So I'm doing it now. I've made a little box of obsidian. I've also filled that with as much TNT as I could get. And this is the punishment. I'm going to place that last TNT there. This is not going to go well. Oh, I so don't want to do this. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Oh, we actually blew up quite a bit of cobblestone around us as well. Well, okay. Now spend the next hour trying to get my stuff back together. And after about an hour and a bit of lunch, I didn't really get far. I got my boots, which I was hoping to get feather falling on. I did not yet. I will be doing that. But I also got my silk touch pick and efficiency 5. And a couple other tools. I got my infinity. I actually spent more time getting these villagers together. There we go. Yeah, so I got all these guys basically in their little huts. These guys were kept picking up their profession blocks. This guy here, I have traded with. He has a flame enchantment, which I want. But just to get a couple of them out of there into their cells was an absolute pain in the backside. So I'm leaving him in there for now. He's not too important. But we got obviously our few villagers that we've traded with, including a couple of extras. We've got this guy who now sells us, or we can sell to him, granite, stone, and I had to go out and get some more clay, or get some clay. And this guy also sells 2 diorite and clay and stone and everything. I was actually running low on stone because I've been smelting it all for the base. This guy I wanted to get golden carrots off, and we managed to get a load of pumpkins, which I'm eating now. But we're now at the golden carrot phase, which is great. I've got 15 in there. We don't need to use them just yet. We'll go through the pumpkins first. And this brought up a really bad situation for me. You see, ever since we got rid of this layer of different farms, we have had nothing growing. No new resources coming in to trade with or even get, which means I might have to push our iron farm project back even further. And the reason I wanted to get the iron farm project in because it would be a pain in the backside to move the villagers. However, I've remembered we do have this space here. Admittedly, this is outside of the chunk, so placing the water's fine. Getting them in and out shouldn't be too much of an issue. But even then, if I just wanted to go straight up, that would be a problem. That wouldn't be a problem. We have this, we have the elevators, and we can easily block this off like so, and then have all the villagers come up through the different tunnels. Not hard to block off. So I'm thinking we're going to have to make a few farms just to get the items flowing in, and we can start trading, just in case I do happen to make one hell of a mistake again and die and have to get all my stuff back. And on top of that, the cactus problem is actually, not having cactus is a problem. Because we have no green dye, which means I can't make cyan, which means I cannot convert all this into cyan terracotta. So we've got a few farms to make today. I think we're going to go ahead with the cactus farm directly on the top of our storage area, because that's probably the quietest. And then we got a melon and pumpkin farm and a sugarcane farm. They're the ones I want to make because they can run pretty easily, and then maybe if we have time make the semi-auto crop farm. But first we've got a bit more building to do, so I'm going to crack on. I'm going to get building up, and I shall see you in just a hot second. Okie dokie, so that's all built up now. What we got to do now is make the farm, the cactus farm. The outside's going to have this sort of checkered pattern kind of show that that's kind of the way the farm's going to end up being made. The couple of things I need to sort out actually is I do not want water dripping down there. It just looks horrible. We need at least one layer of stone. I didn't bring any glowstone up with me. So we're gonna have a layer like this, but we're gonna have 8 one side. Suppose if we're having everything go into this pipe eventually, so it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. Well, actually, that's gonna go one more, isn't it? Gonna go up that way, like that. Ooh, maybe we can make this another way. That may have seemed odd, actually, for what I just did. I've just done a bit of testing in a creative world, and although I didn't really do it inside any sort of mock-up of this tower, I just did it inside of a chunk. Now thinking of the design of the tower, I might change things a little bit. I was about to start a clip where I was going to explain how this is going to work, and it's a good height away from the floor there, and there's going to be no dripping. And then I remembered, actually, this room is already designated. This is not meant to be the cactus room. This is meant to be the sorting room. We have a whole nother floor to go up. Ugh, time is getting away from us today. As I only have a few hours to record, unless it's going to be late out, which probably could happen at this rate. So I am going to have to... I'm going to have to dismantle all this. I'm going to have to build up the next room and build up a little bit of the following. So we've got the room for the cactus room. All right, let's get back to let's get this dismantling and start getting building. Okay, so I've built back up the tower. We now have our room for our sort of room. That'll be done another day on another episode. I have recreated it on this floor with a few alterations. I did widen it out this way by 1 block, so over literally touches the lip here. There is enough room for you to sort of fall down and come out the other end. I've had to put fence gates here for that. No bother, no problem. Because I wanted to have a particular design, and if I'm right, let me not mess this up. Yeah, like this, all the way around, like that. This is where obviously the cactus is going to go. They're going to fall on here. This is a problem. I might change this up and have it try and flow off that way. I'm not sure yet. And I've also raised this so you can actually walk underneath it. That's why it's like that. The only reason. But I wanted to show you guys a decent way of trying to lay down the glass panes. I'm going to use glass panes to help pop off this cactus. I'm going to use glass panes to pop off the cactus. Now, I did this in a creative. It was easier. Just pop down your quite easily destroyed block there. Fill it in every single block like that. But I think it's, there, and there. And then try and get rid of it. I made a much bigger farm on my creative world. But just as simple as that. It's easier if you do it that way than trying to do it from the ground up. So instead of trying to do this and then get rid of the blocks, just throw down all of the blocks. It's easier. Now, you don't have to do every other block as well. What have I done here? So here I might do, just for symmetry, I might do the extra layer, but you can go every other block. I'm gonna have to sort out this water, am I? Wow, I didn't think that was going to be a big problem. In my test world, I had this as just one layer of water. I might have to do that. Yeah, okay, I'm going to rip all this up. I'm going to raise it by 1. That there is much better. That is what I meant. It's going to be 6 by 3. We've got 3 rows of glass that were quite easy to put in. And we're going to have another layer on top of that. And obviously we're going to have this side as well. It's very simple. The glass panes are the thinnest block you can have that can pop off the cactus. So it's got more chance of just falling into the water. Obviously, I probably guess about 50% of what's going to pop off is just going to land back onto another cactus. But that's no biggie. We're going to have so much of this growing. It's not going to be the biggest issue. And eventually we're going to get to a point where we're not going to need any more cactus. And whatever we don't have, or whatever when we got a surplus, we could just put into a composter, have more bone meal. So I am going to crack on. We're going to do this side and we're going to do another layer. And you know what? We should do that in a form of a time lapse. Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that short time lapse, and we nearly had a few cases there. Kept forgetting that this here is actually out of bounds. Very nearly placed the block a few times in there, but I was strict. Luckily didn't happen, but we got most of it done. 3/4 of this farm is now filled up. We just gotta wait for this cactus to grow, or at least before I can get any more green dye. So no bother, whilst that actually grows, I'm going to build up the rest of the outside of this place. I'm going to build some scaffolding up. Speaking of scaffolding, I really should make a bamboo farm at some point. That is for the future. Yeah, I'm going to build up the outside of this, and hopefully we can get started on the next layer, which will either be the sugarcane farm or the pumpkin and melon farm. Thinking pumpkin and melon farm. I don't know. I'm going to give it a thought. I'm going to listen to a podcast and I'm going to get to building. Well, that took a lot longer than expected. I can't believe how long that's taken me. I think it took me, oh my God, 4 hours. That was eccentric. Really difficult to place the glass on these sides. Given that I had to stand in the farm to get to placing some of the blocks. And these bits as well, where the glass was indented, it was all tricky. I was taking bits away yeah, I'm pooped. I thought I'd get more done today, but I won't. I'm gonna have to. It's very late for me. I'm gonna go to bed. But in the next clip, we are gonna get some more done. I definitely want to get at least one more farm in today because I need to be able to trade. Look. Still rocking just the boots and not even enchanted. I really haven't done much else other than do this bit. I mean, I think it looks good. I like the variation. I do like this, even just these little windows here, the changes. It adds that little bit to it, I think, that it needs. What else? I know something else has happened. Oh yeah, that's right. During my ups and downs of going up and down these elevators, I heard noises, pillager noises, and I dug everywhere. I couldn't find him. I couldn't see him. Let me go over to the hole. Here's the hole. I end up digging right down here. Where else? Yeah, look, all the way down here. I was hearing this pillager noise, and got all the way down here, and I couldn't hear it anymore. Come back up. And he was stuck in there. I end up just punching out everything in the middle here. He fell, he tracked me down, and I managed to get him stuck in a nice little box in here. Okay. I've been doing this because I got absolutely hoarded by zombies whilst down in my base. I got like 5 different zombies come at me. I was like, where on earth have they come from? Anyways, yeah, you can hear him. Pillager murmurs. Our little pillager is in there. So our villager farm, no, our iron farm is almost set to go. I've got nearly everything we need. I've got the villagers, I've got the pillagers. I just need to get the materials. But first things first, we need one more farm in, and I'm thinking it's got to be the melon and pumpkin farm. I think I have enough resources. Yeah, I got plenty of gold for the tracks, and I've got enough iron stores. I've got plenty of redstone. I might have to go out and get a little bit more wood. But we got plenty of stuff to work with. So I should really say what sort of farm. I'm making the Il Mango melon and pumpkin farm quite simple. I will leave a link in the description below with the video. It's quite simple even if you're not great at redstone. It's quite easy to follow. It's very what's the word? has a lot of symmetry. That's the only word I could think of. Yeah, it has a lot of symmetry, but it's very easy to follow, and it's actually an amazing farm and very good to use. So I'll see you up there. And after a night's sleep and some resource gathering, I think I have enough. I've also done a little bit of testing to make sure this is going to work. It does. We're going to go 13 by 13. Unfortunately, kind of has to. It doesn't really look very good or work well in an even number. So odd number it is. I'm thinking this is this is where I want the output to be. So in fact, I want to probably bring this over here a touch. So this is where the hoppers are gonna, where the mine tracks are gonna be. So I can walk right underneath the whole farm. It's raised off the ground, plenty of room underneath for whatever else I need. Yeah, I know there's been a lot of farms, there's been a lot of building in this episode. I desperately need to get some sort of goods for trading. So yep, let's jump into a time lapse. Let's get this done. Hello guys and girls, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the time lapse. I definitely had fun making it. I've been AFK for quite some time. I've been in and out of the laptop doing things around the house. So we've got quite a bit. Yeah, we've been stacking it up, which means we've got plenty to trade with. But I just want to show you quickly, I made some alterations. I'm not sure actually if you saw this. I don't think I showed this in the time lapse. Originally, I had a row of about 8 hoppers here, all going into 1 or 2 chests. And it was barely enough. And the hopper was actually getting backed up. So I did this. Just a simple, can't even see the comparator. Comparator here. Taking the measurements from this hopper, rerouting it to a... I still can't see it. I'm doing a poor job here. Right. Comparator turns off the torch, which is being powered by which is powering the repeater, which is also powering the powered rail. There we go. Get my words out. Weird thing is that when it goes over this side, it seems to be enough to pick it up. It did not bother at all. But I originally had just a redstone dust here, which meant the other hopper wasn't in use. But just having a repeater there just gives it that enough delay for it to bounce a little bit off the block there and use both hoppers to drop off. Can't see it, obviously. I wonder if we can see it in action in a second. Here it comes. He should be. Yeah, I should have been looking at the hopper. No, it just comes over the other hopper just enough for both hoppers to pick it up and take it quickly. And it can go on its merry way to pick up more stuff. Works really well, as you can already tell. I got more than I need to deal with. And also, I didn't show you... Oh, I've gone too far. I didn't show you the how the cactus farm had been doing. I've already smelted up 4 stacks and I've composted 3. Look at that. And I think there's even more on the other side. Yeah, even more. We are flowing in cactus right now. I will probably end up start composting it. The only issue I'm having is that I can't divert this down into a composter. So that's something for another day. A lot of progress has been made in this episode. We have made this tower so much bigger just with this cactus farm and this melon and pumpkin farm. Still one more farm to do, but unfortunately we haven't got time for that today. We'll get to it in the next episode. Hopefully I can get fully kitted out again and back to full strength. But if you liked the video, make sure you press like. If you really liked it, make sure you subscribe. My name is Reese, and take it easy, guys. Cheers.